No, we're about ready to go. Hold on. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Labor Day here in Washington. Today, as you can see, I have my Seahawks hat on. I am actually going to be helping my parents start a winter garden today, which should be very, very fun. My mom picked up all of these different seeds and stuff, and we used to garden all the time when I was a little kid. But the thing is I was a little kid, and so I don't have. It wasn't something I was actively involved in and actively helped with. But now that I'm back home here in Washington, I feel like I can be so much more of a help to my parents. So I am going to go help them start a winter garden. We have all kinds of seeds that we're gonna be planting today, and I thought I would bring you guys along with us, see how the gardening situation goes. I'm all covered up because I've been getting way too much sun since I've been back in Washington, which I know is so odd because in Vegas I didn't. The thing is that the Vegas sun you actively stay out of because you know it's very intense and very harsh, but Washington sun is so sneaky. It gets you and you don't even realize it's getting you because it's overcast so much and you're like, oh, I don't need to put sunscreen on, I'm fine. And that happens a lot, and then all of a sudden you're burned, or you have your skin's getting tan and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting way more sun than I usually get. So my shoulders, I don't know if you can tell, they always get covered in freckles in the summertime, which is not a bad thing. I'm prone to freckles. I don't tan, that's not a thing I do. I burn or I freckle, and there's not really in between. And not a bad thing, not complaining about it, but I am trying to take more care of my skin and protect myself a little bit more. And since I've gotten my dose of sun, I feel like for the summer, I'm just trying to stay covered. And I'm also wearing sunscreen. I talked about this, excuse me, Noelle. I talked about this actually on my Instagram stories the other day, but this is the sunscreen that I use on my face and my neck and stuff. It's the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence, and it's a Japanese sunscreen. So if you look on the back, I mean, obviously, it's all Japanese. I don't know what it says. If you guys are in the market for a sunscreen, I will leave a link to this in the description bar down below. I get it on Amazon, and the reason I prefer Japanese sunscreens to American sunscreens is they're just better in every way. It's definitely a cultural thing, I'm sure makes a big difference in it, because in many Asian countries, being very, very pale and protecting your skin is what you desire, and that's what many people strive for that is their definition of beauty. And so because of that, you have all of these skin protecting products out there that are fantastic at protecting your skin against the sun in such a more efficient and better way than what we get here in the United States. It's much more cosmetically elegant. It sits under makeup really, really well. And also it's not very expensive. It's really not. I think right now, last I looked, you can get 3 tubes of that sunscreen for $22 on Amazon. If you have an Asian supermarket near you, you could probably pick up some there maybe. But that maybe you might have a hard time finding it unless you live in a big city. Anyway, I am mumbling. We're gonna go garden. I'll talk about some more stuff on the car ride over, I think, because there's some more things that I'm excited to talk about. Hi, Noelle. Are you ready to garden? Noelle's gonna be my helper today as we plant the winter garden. One of the other things that I actually want to do today is maybe go to Michael's or some other kind of arts and crafts store and hopefully pick up some fabric, because one of the things that I want to try to do, okay, I feel like I should, there's a whole life plan kind of going on here a little bit. So me and Blake obviously are trying to buy a house, hopefully within the next year-ish. That's kind of our next big life step. And then after we buy the house, depending on the state of the house, if we need to put a lot of time and energy and money into the house, depending on what needs to be done. The next thing we want to do after we buy a house is try to start a family. That's going to be the next big step, which we're both so excited for and so looking forward to. And one of the things that is really important to me when it comes to starting a family is that I want to stay home with the kids. That's one of the things that's really important to me because I didn't really have that growing up. My parents were both always working, and there's absolutely nothing against that at all. I think working parents are fantastic and fabulous, and everybody's a rock star in their own way. But one of the things I wish I had when I was a kid was seeing my parents more and getting that time back that we didn't really, you know, once that time is gone, it's gone. And I just remember missing my parents so much when I was a kid because we were always in daycare or preschool or doing all kinds of stuff like that. Again, nothing against working parents at all, but it's really important for me personally that I want to stay home with the kids. So along with staying home with my future family, I want to really try to take a little bit more time and effort and really kind of refine my homemaking skills a little bit. I want to make things, and I want to be a little bit thrifty, and I want to kind of repurpose things in order to not only save money, but as a sort of creative outlet for myself and for caring for our kids. So I thought sewing might be a good option for that. I think what I want to do is maybe pick up some fabric and practice, because I know it's going to take some time, and I want to start doing that now because I want the things that I make when it actually matters, I want those things to actually be good and comfortable and function the way that they're supposed to. I don't want to just start sewing right when I need to start sewing. I want to work my way up to making good creative things. And that's part of what has been kind of going on lately, is just refining my skills a little bit, practicing the art of homemaking, if you will, and just kind of practicing being somebody who takes care of their home a little bit more, and practice for my future family, because that's really, really important to me. Finding a cooking and cleaning routine that works. It means, you know, balancing budgets more and better, and being thrifty, and just trying to do a little bit better. It's really important to me. That's also part of why I'm gardening today, because eventually when we have our own house, I want to start a garden, and I want to learn how to garden and grow our own food and become a little bit more sustainable. And my parents wanted to start a garden, so I feel like this is the perfect chance to practice. So we're going down to find these black buckets. Oh my God, look at all these apples.
Yeah, they're too high, we can't get it. Most fruits down there.
Oh my gosh. Everything grows in Washington.
Even our weeds have fruit.
Asian pear tree. Oh, look at those. Are they ripe?
Taste that.
Taste it. Okay, come on. Oh my God, they're so good.
Yeah, they're all sweet. They're ready to go. There's at least, I don't know how many pounds are down here, but they're all ready to pick.
Oh my goodness. We can pick them and we can donate them.
We fill them with water. We put them inside the garden, and then they get hot from the sun. And then at night, they radiate the heat back out and keeps the garden warm.
Smart.
One year when we had a big tomato crop, it was very cold. And your dad, I don't know if he saw it online or how he figured it out, but we did this, and everybody's tomatoes failed, and we were overrun with tomatoes.
This is gonna be the garden. We have some fencing going up kind of around it, because otherwise the chickens will get in it and all kinds of creatures will get in it and ruin the garden. There was some over here, but the goats knocked it loose. Do you see those creatures over there? The ghost decided to knock them down, so we have to put them back up. Noelle's our helper, and Dad is using the tractor to bring the black jugs over, which will fill with water and provide the whole garden with some radiant heat overnight, which is very important in Washington because it gets cold.
Spinach, that.
Spinach.
That.
Asian vegetables?
That's spinach.
Spinach?
Actually, no, that's cabbage.
Cabbage. Beets. Spinach. Broccoli, here?
Here. No, here, broccoli.
Right.
Here.
Broccoli would go with cauliflower.
Out of seeds.
It'll just spit out seeds until it runs out of seeds, huh? What is this thing called?
Carrots. I don't know, your dad found it some magical machine online, wasn't it?
It just puts seeds in for you. That's
It was
awesome.
only like about $40. It wasn't a lot of money.
Earthway Precision Gardening Seeder. All right.
Shot without you, the world is dark and dry.
Check it out. We have our garden all planted and ready to go. So over here we have carrots that goes all the way back, and then there's beets. Lots of beets. We have a ton of beets. There's parsnips in the very, very back. We have, what are these? I can't even see. Broccoli blends. Cool. So we have broccoli here, and then we have cauliflower here, and then cabbage, and then lots of different kinds of lettuces. All these 4 rows are lettuces all throughout here. And then this entire corner is spinach. Yeah, and then over here we have bush peas, I think. Yeah, we got these little peas. They're gonna come up too. So that's what's over here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. This has taken the entire day. As you can see, the sun is in a completely different place than it was earlier. Just watered, ready to go. After gardening, I came home and I just completely fell asleep. I was exhausted. It took the entire day, but it's all done, which I'm really excited about. So it'll be interesting to see how that garden develops over the next couple of months. I did stop and get a little bit of fabric though. I got some fabric. This is just like a pre-cut poly cotton, I guess. I don't know. Everything I'm getting here is just to practice. I'm not trying to make really anything in particular at this point in time. I just wanted to get all the materials I needed to practice. I also got this like measuring board thing. So I got the fabric, the measuring board, some pencils to kind of mark fabric if I need to make any markings. It says it's a classic loop. It's almost like a pizza cutter, but for fabric, a fabric tape measure. So that should all be super helpful. And I have kind of a few things just in my little craft basket. So I have some scissors, I have a pin cushion, all of these different threads, needles and pins and stuff like that. So I have everything that I need, and I'll probably practice a little bit in the afternoon. This vlog's getting a little long though, so it's probably gonna be in the next vlog. The other thing that I've been doing lately is I hung up this shelf, and I'm starting to hang up all of these really beautiful line drawings that I have. A while back, I ordered all of these different pieces of art, and they're all kind of this style. So they're all just kind of the really nice line art, and there's something about them that I just find so beautiful. And so I got a ton of different kinds of line art, including ones that were very, very large. There's some line art right here that these are quite big. And I didn't realize this at the time, but big picture frames are very expensive. So to combat that a little bit, I also picked up these black poster boards, and I've been mounting them to this poster board so I can hang up the poster board when they're all done. So I'll show you a couple of those that I have now that are all completed. So this is kind of what they look like when they're done. So these have just been mounted on the black poster board. There's about an inch clearance all the way around, and I think they'll be really nice and look pretty nice when they're ready to like hang up on walls and stuff. Right now they're just kind of chilling on my dresser until I find a home for them. But that's kind of what I've been doing. So A lot of crafty stuff going on. I also have to clean the house really bad. Just uploaded a video on my channel if you're wanting a workout video that is up and ready for your eyes to see. And I'm gonna upload this vlog right now. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Bye.